Okay, let's dive into another draft. So, drafting is very complicated. My best tips is to just sort of watch people and try to take in as much as you can because there's a lot going on. So, first of all, this card is not playable in draft. It's just not. This card is okay, but part of the problem is it's a gold card, so I'd be committing to blue-white, which I don't really want to do. So the best card here, best cards I think are Arwen and the Mushroom Watchdogs, and then maybe the Relentless Rohirrim. I don't like picking a gold card for pick one, pack one, because odds are you're not going to end up in like this exact color combination. But this pack is just not very good. So this has the highest upside from picking it. So I am going to pick this, but this is not what you're looking for from a pick one, pack one. What you really want is a really powerful card. I'm like, oh my god, Horn of Gondor. Okay. So I see this. And I haven't played this deck yet. I'm now going to try to force red-white humans. This card in red-white humans is just nuts. Because you have some humans on the board, and you just tap this the first time, and you make like 3/1/1s, 4/1/1s. Like, or you have that red sorcery that makes 2/1/1 humans, and you play on turn 5, you play that, and then you activate this, and you make like 5/1/1s, and this thing just grows exponentially. It's just unbeatable and unlimited. So once again, it's inadvisable to try to force a color combination, but I am about to try to do it. So, red-white humans cards. Let's see, what do we got here? I mean, this makes a human. It makes a 1/1 human, and Coral's End is pretty okay. I think the best card in this pack, if I wasn't trying to force red-white humans, I would pick Landrival. Honestly, I'm going to pick Landrival anyways. This card is still pretty good in red-white humans. So I am going to, I mean, Esquire, this is also a human. Maybe I pick the Esquire. No, but this thing, you don't want that many of these, and these things tend to go late. Oh, this is hard. I really want to cut off red-white. I don't really want multiples of these, so I think drafting an expensive card early is probably a mistake. So, okay, I'm gonna pick the Coral's End. It makes a human. Cut something off. So Dunedain Blade, this is sort of like the build around equip humans card. I do think the Eagles are better. Actually, it's going to be the Rohirrim Lancer, a 1/1 human. Oh god. These picks are tough. I don't want other people going into humans. So I guess I just take the Dunedain Blade, because it's the build around, just to try to cut the archetype off. So this is a great human. It's a human, it either loots for you or it draws you a card. And hopefully I'm going to get some of these Lancers to do the Ring Tempt You thing. I'm seeing lots of white and red cards, which is good. Sting, this card reads pretty good, but I don't think it's very good, and I've never seen anyone play this card to any effect at all. So I think most people probably feel the same. I mean, this is like a sideboard card. It's kind of weird for a rare to be a sideboard card, but like, you would draft this and then sideboard it in against red-black. So, red-white humans does tend to care about ring temps. So Slip on the Ring isn't terrible. Also aggressive. I mean, none of these cards are amazing. I'm just going to pick this red card just to try to cut off red. Vector of Gondor, this is an incredible red-white card. Now I'm kind of wishing I'd picked some of those red 1/1 menaces. Hopefully I get another chance to get some later. This card's kind of too slow for humans, I feel. I'm going to pick the cheap combat trick. The best card for the humans deck is the 1 in a red one that makes 2 1/1 humans and gives all your humans haste. That card is nuts, especially with Horn of Gondor. Any luck some of those 1/1 menaces will wheel? I seriously doubt they will, but okay. So Eastmark Cavalier and Esquire are both good. I'm gonna take the 2-drop. This isn't an amazing card, but I don't want too many Esquires. I want maybe 2 in the deck at most, and generally far more than that are opened. And Red White Human is like one of the only decks that actually wants that card. These cards are like begrudgingly playable. I mean, this is pretty good, I guess, with Horn of Gondor, but if I'm going off with Horn of Gondor, I've kind of already won the game. I'm gonna pick Cast into the Fire. I just don't think, because if I already have like 8 1/1s with Horn of Gondor out, like I don't need them to be 2/2s. It's like the game's over. Okay, so see, this is why I kept skipping those Esquires. They go really late. Clear, to be honest. Not playing this card, so I'll just take a decent green card that I'm not going to play. Wow, so these are both good cards in the Red White Humans deck. I don't have really removal yet, so I'm going to take the removal. Okay. There and Back Again is a great card, but either There and Back Again or Smite the Deathless. I mean, Dunedain Blade is here, but this card is just so slow. But then again, it's sort of good, like, if I get them low with my human stuff, having this as a backup plan to finish them off is good, but Smite the Deathless is just such good, like, value. Like, I will always play this in a given game if this is in my hand. It will always kill something. It'll always be really good. I mean, this makes, on the 3rd stage, it makes a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying and haste, which is just, like, 6 damage. But the problem is I can see it coming. You know, no, I'm taking this. The first stage is that a creature can't block, and that's good for aggro, so I've changed my mind. I'm taking this. You can get immediate value. There's a long way to go to arrive that I'm picking the rare, but still. This is a fantastic human. Like, it has an aggressive stat line of being a 3/1, and the option to just sack it to destroy what could be your opponent's best card sometimes is nuts. Like, I've used this to destroy a Horn of Gondor and win the game. I'd be happy with 2 Creeper, even though it's not a human, but I'll take the much better human 2-drop for now. So Shadowfax is fantastic in this sort of deck. There's another Dunedain Blade. I don't want more than 2, and there seems to be multiples going around. So, but there is a Rohirrim here. I think Shadowfax is just kind of bonkers. I'm gonna pick Shadowfax, even if this deck is getting kind of expensive for what Red-White usually wants to do. Things are beginning to dry up. I don't want that many expensive cards. I could take Improvised Club, but I don't really want to sacrifice my creatures in this sort of deck. So it's between Swarming and Stalwarts and the Stalwarts. Red-White does tend to like the whole Ring Tempt thing. I'm gonna pick the Stalwarts. So we got Esquire. Frodo's insane, but he's not worth splashing for. Guess I just get a second Esquire. This is a pretty good 2-drop in this sort of deck. And these decks do really want a critical mass of 2-drops. So I will take this, just 2 mana 2/2. I haven't really hit the really like powerful human synergy cards I wanted, like the 2 mana sorcery that makes 1/1s. There's a number of like red legend, like uncommon legendaries. So I got a second Dunedain Blade. That is very good. So I'm really just looking for ways to make lots of humans, a bit of removal, and maybe some of those powerful legendary creatures. Like, because the Esquire especially wants legendaries too. And I'm short on legendaries, so does the Errand Rider. I'm short on legendaries. I'm kind of short on ring temps as well. Okay, this is a great human, and I don't really have 3-drops yet. This is a great pickup. It's really aggressive because you get to slam this down, you get the +1/+0 the turn it comes down. It just lets you push damage. It usually opens up an attack you wouldn't have otherwise. So I'll take the breaking. Not only is it removal, but the ring tempts me is very good in this sort of deck. I care about legendary a lot, and also I can sort of get in under with little creatures, like how my opponent did in that last game where they just killed me because they just had this 1/1 unblockable and they could just chip me down once they got me low. I don't think these are only 2 cards I'm considering here, but I don't really think I'd want to play them in this sort of deck. I'll take you. I mean, I haven't really enough legendaries. I don't think it's getting played. It's just gonna go on the sideboard. 3. Oh, I'm sorry. That would have been a mistake. I don't want 3 Dunedain Blades, and Relentless Rohirrim is great because it has, you know, it's a human. It's a great stat line for this deck, and it gives me the ring temps, which I desperately want. 3 mana, 2/2 that makes treasure might make the cut, and I don't need any of these green cards. So we have another Shadowfax. I don't really think I want multiples of those. We have Reprieve, we have Banish, and we have Rohirrim Lancer. So I think it's Reprieve. This card can be great in this sort of red-white deck because I vomit a lot of creatures onto the board in the early turns, and then starting on like turn 4 on, I can hold up 2 mana, and when they try to stabilize by just slamming down their 4-drop, I just Reprieve it and hit them with all my creatures for another turn. This card basically turns into like a time walk. So I'm gonna grab this Reprieve. Banish is too slow in general, also for this sort of deck. I would really love a Lancer, but I think the Reprieve will serve me better than a Lancer. So we have Eagles of the North, Hobbit Sting, Lost Legend, Westfold Rider. Oh, I'm sorry. Rally at the Hornburg. This is the card I want. This is the best card in this deck. I have to take it. This card is insane with Horn of Gondor. I wish all of my 2-drops were Rally at Hornburgs. If I could. Okay, Eomer. Okay, we're getting paid off. We aggressively took all the red-white cards. Some people backed off, and now they're passing us the good stuff. This is incredible. It's a 5-mana 5/4 haste, but it also makes 1/1 human creature tokens, which is like exactly what I want. Okay. So let's see. We have Banish from Edoras. We have 2 Creeper. How desperate am I for removal? I'd rather take the 2 Creeper just because it's a 2-drop and it gives me some ring temps, but I think I might need to take the removal here. I have Reprieve, which is like pseudo removal. Do I have no removal? I have no removal, so I have to take the Banish from Edoras. I don't really have a huge choice here. So we have, I think I'm going to take the Gimli here. This card is great in an aggressive deck just because it forces them when they trade, I deal additional damage to them. I have a lot of 2-drops at this point, and the Eastmark Cavalier isn't exactly top tier. I already have 2 Esquires, plus it's a legendary creature. I care about legendaries, so I'm just happy to slam a Gimli here. This card is bad. Don't ever pick this card. So I guess I'm forced to take this. I don't know if it'll probably make the cut. I'll probably end up cutting the, where's that 2/2 goblin creature? I'm not gonna, Theoden, oh my goodness, this is nuts. Now, I would like the Fog, but Theoden is just exactly what this deck wants. I just can start giving things double strike. My rallies give 2 things double strike. I mean, this is great. My Horn of Gondor can give lots of things double strike. It gives all my humans double strike, because I make, for all of my humans, I make another human, and then for each one of those I get a trigger, which I can give to my current humans to give them all double strike. So it's a nuts combo. Protector of Gondor, once again, incredible. So this deck doesn't have removal, aside from 1 Banish, which is a problem. It's like, it's just all creatures. But if I can just get out of control with Horn of Gondor, I just win. And even without Horn of Gondor, I kind of got there on everything else. Oh no, I have one Hobbit Sting. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of removal. That's a lot better. 2 is a lot better than 1. So Shadowfax Wield. And it is a 5-mana. It has haste. I don't. Probably gonna cut one of those. Because I don't need 3 5-drops in an aggressive deck. I'm gonna have 3 5-drops. Great Hall or Eagles. I think I have enough 2-drops, even though this is a really good one. I don't think I have enough early legendaries to justify Great Hall, so I'm going to take the Eagles, especially because this is a great finisher in this sort of aggressive deck. And now I can sort of more easily justify dropping lands. I'm not playing any of this, so I'll just take this for my collection. So I don't think I need to play this 5-drop anymore. I don't think this is getting played, but I'll put it on the sideboard. I don't think this is getting played. Okay. I think we got there. It's a bit late on removal, but I think we're looking good. So I'm a bit sad because I picked There and Back again over premium removal, and I think I might be cutting it because I have just so many powerful 5-drops and this is so slow. We'll see. Swarming doesn't really synergize. Casting the Fire is too medium. So I guess we have this from, so we have Reprieve, we have Breaking, we have Hobbit Sting. I'm not going to play the Combat Trick. We have 2 Dunedain Blades. Is everything humans at this point? We have Gimli, and we have the Land Cycler, and we have Shadowfax. And everything else is human, I believe. So that's incredible for these Dunedain Blades. Definitely cutting 1 land. Probably a mountain. And then 1 more cut. I only have 5 2-drops. I have 2 1-drops. I mean, I don't think this deck wants to go down further than 16 because Horn of Gondor is actually kind of mana intensive. Like, I want to hit 6 mana. So World's End is kind of a card draw spell. It's really helpful to stop flooding out or fix mana screw sort of situations. I could cut. I don't really want to cut an early drop like Esquire is. Maybe I cut there and back again. I feel like this card is very good. Even in an aggressive deck like this, just the first part of the saga that makes the target creature unable to block is very good. I think I don't want to cut Gimli. These are insane. Need the 3-drops. Maybe I... Is there a world where I cut Shadowfax? Don't really have a lot of great targets for it, but it is a 5-mana 4/4 haste. Oh goodness, this is a very difficult decision. Maybe I just do it. I don't want to cut the Protector. Gimli is just good in an aggressive deck. I'm going to cut Shadowfax. Oh, I'm gonna cut there and back again. I'd rather have the immediate haste than the 6/6 haste a couple turns later. We'll play with this and see how it feels. I might change this after the first game because I can tweak things a little bit. But I feel like this is pretty good. Even if I don't draw the Horn of Gondor, this deck does a lot of very powerful things. And if I do draw it, like, it just immediately gets out of control for my opponents. Okay, so I have Horn of Gondor on my opening hands, but it's my first play. I don't have anything. I mean, I just drew all the expensive cards in the deck. Maybe I need to put in another 2-drop. Because I really need to get stuff out early. I think I might swap out like a Protector of Gondor for a 2-drop after this. Oh, I have a lot of 1-drops too. No, I just got unlucky. It's just not the aggressive start this sort of deck wants. Okay, well they had a slow start, which is good for me. I gotta be careful about activating this, because if I activate it with like 1 or 2 creatures, and they remove the creature in response, this will resolve and then give me fewer creatures. But they did tap out. Okay, drawing that 4th land was pretty good, because now it means I can set up for an amazing Horn of Gondor. So right now, Horn of Gondor is set to make me 3 1/1s next turn if they don't remove something. If they do a Fear Fire Foes, they'll be very sad. Okay, that's acceptable. I can live with that. I think I just activate the Horn of Gondor. See if they have removal in response. They don't. I mean, this is going to very quickly spiral out of control for them. Because next turn, I make 4 1/1s. Are they going to burn a card and trade their creature to kill? Okay, no, Nasty End. That makes more sense. I was like, are they going to play a combat trick just to trade? I mean, they need a board wipe here, or they just lose. It's not a board wipe. Okay, now I'm gonna cycle this just to make sure I have 6 mana next turn so that I can Quarrel's End to make a 1/1 and also activate the Horn. Just because getting as many these things grow exponentially, so getting every single human I can get in play will multiply out for the rest of the game. Discard this Plains. Then I'll activate the Horn. And I'm just gonna pass, because I'll just chump and then make, 7 1/1s or whatever, I'm not crying over a single 1/1. I mean, if they have either the black -1/-1 or Fear Fire Foes, it's bad for me. So let's see. I'm gonna activate this first. And plus, I think those board sweepers are sorceries, not instants. And now I'm at a point where I just attack with everything every turn. I have 8 1/1 blockers. I mean, what you're seeing right here, this is why I forced red-white humans the moment I saw Horn of Gondor. It's because the games, they just play out like this. Like, if you're my opponent, what do you do here? Like, oh, he made 2 1-1s. Oh goodness. Oh my, he made 4 1-1s. Wow. I mean, this would be a crazy combo if I didn't have 8 1-1 blockers. Like, I can just block all of this. And just not care. Okay, lifelink? Yeah, okay, so we gained some life. But I just make 8 more for 3 mana next turn, and he just burned all his cards and all his creatures. Like, that was a really impressive turn, and it did nothing. Oh, and Theoden. Everything gets double strike. This is so disgusting. Do I just win this turn now? Look at all these triggers. Oh god. Okay. Thank you, opponent. Thank you for conceding and sparing me from clicking through all those double strikes. Oh god, okay. So it's actually a bit better to sort of like drop an extra land in best of 1 than best of 3. And yeah, Horn of Gondor is nuts. So, I mean, this is a lot of humans. I'm doing human things. I don't have the horn, so any game where I start with the horn in my opening hand, it's like I'm feeling good. But this is pretty fine regardless. Okay. Once again, missing a 2-drop. I think I always underestimate the number of 2-drops that I want in this sort of red-white humans deck, because you really just want to be keeping that pressure on. So, Gun of Quarrels ends. I guess I ditched the Eagles, it's too far away. But actually, no, I think I ditched the land, because I'm likely to draw into at least 1 more land. So I'm gonna chance it here and just ditch the land. Yeah. I mean, you can't be scared of like doing things like that, or like if you're gonna be drawing 3 cards for your next turn, you just have to kind of assume you're gonna draw a land. So I can give something Ring Tempt with the Rohirrim Lancer, which enables sort of an attack. It forces them to trade for their flyer. I do like that better than this. I don't currently have the Horn of Gondor, so I'm not really setting up for anything crazy. This is still loot. Plus if they don't block, this actually enables this to be just pure card draw. So I'm happy whether they trade or don't trade here. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I haven't really drawn any of my like big power cards this game though, and I kind of feel like in order to get ahead with red-eyed humans, you need to draw something. Like you need to draw Aomer or that guy that gives everything +1/+0, or you need to draw your horn or your Shadowfax. You just need something to push you over the edge. Right on cue. I just said Aomer and he shows up just in the nick of time. Gotta love it. I mean, if they double block, I'm okay getting Grima off the board. Grima is a very scary card. Really? So they must have a combat trick. Because of that, I'm actually going to order this in case it's like the +1/+3 thing. Still want to make sure something dies. Okay, no. Interesting. I don't know why they blocked the Grima then. Yeah, oops. It's fine. We all make misplays. I've called out several of my own misplays this stream so far. Gandalf is thinking. This is a weird card. I don't really see people play this. It's not very good. Nazgul is very good, though. That Nazgul is going to end up trading for my Éomer. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Like, unless I just happen to top deck removal right this turn. I could play Errant Rider to try to fish for Hobbit Sting or something. Because I have Hobbit Sting, and then I have Banish, which is too slow. Yeah, so I could fish for exactly Hobbit Sting to try to save that. That's something that makes sense. Oh, I'm stupid. I have 6 mana. I just give everything first strike. And then yeah. My opponent concedes. I'm sitting here like, oh, I gotta fish for the removal, and I have give everything +1/+0 and first strike sitting in my hand. And we're just scared them away. Okay, now I like risky keeps. This is not a risky keep. This would be a bad keep. This is the sort of hand you're forced to mulligan. I don't like this, but I'm gonna keep it. Oh goodness. So I think I get rid of the Quarrel's End. I don't have a red source, and Errant Rider is doing a similar sort of thing to Quarrel's End. So I think these are the cards that I keep. But this is not... Right after I said I think this is a 7-win deck, this is not looking good. This would have been great to play on turn 2. No, I can't pay for it. I don't have a red source. Oh goodness. Oh god. Okay. Your turn. Okay. My opponent did nothing, and I drew a red source. So I think I'm fishing for more lands with the Errant Rider. And I'm probably ditching Shadowfax, because 2 5-drops when I'm desperate to make plays probably isn't very good. Okay, that's pretty medium from my opponent. Maybe they're a Scry deck and they're desperately searching for their green. It's sort of the vibe I'm getting from that. Ow. They're red-blue. Okay, so they're the red-blue sorceries deck then. Interesting. So I probably don't want to try to do Dunedain Blade equip because they'll probably just bounce this or something. So I'm gonna rally instead. Plus, if they have a creature counter, this dodges that. But it plays right into Flash Speed Gandalf, of course. Oh, of course. I mean, I think I made a good play, but... Oh, gosh. I'm very scared. I don't... We are losing this game. Wow, the red-blue spell deck even has big scary creatures. Okay. So I can play a 4-drop, which is really good. So this trades for the 4/3. And if I don't want to, I can actually not trade and then hold up the... Yeah. Oh, what does he have? It's not the counterspell, because it wouldn't have held priority for that. So I actually Hobbit Sting Gandalf if I want. Oh, it's a birthday thing, because he can play sorcery stuff at instant speed. Yeah, he's going to play the birthday. No? Okay. This is scary. Because every birthday escape is a card. Because of Gandalf, because he makes us the ring bearer. Okay. I mean, right now I'm happy to see my opponent just spinning their wheels like this. Gives me time to like draw into Horn of Gondor or something that's gonna save this game. I was gonna say, I mean, I'd be thrilled to double block Gandalf. I think I try to block, because they're more likely to have removal than a pump spell. I mean, I guess there's also this. I'm just saying things and then like immediately just, okay. I can completely clear all the dangerous creatures off because this deals damage to Gandalf. And then this kills the Rohirrim Rider. I'm still gonna try to be the aggressive deck. I don't care about my Ring Bearer that much. Okay, I mean, if I get a land, I have Eomer. They have so many cards in hand. And they have all these sorceries and instants in here, and they're gonna have Gandalf Sanction. It's gonna hit me like 1 billion damage playing on one of these 1/1s. Plus they could just, I mean, they might just hold up a counter, you know? Like, if they just pass, I think I have to play the Dunedain Blade, even if I draw lands. Because all this looting they've done, they definitely have counter spells in hand. Okay. I guess I could be the one holding up the counter spell. Oh no, because I have to pay 1 to equip, darn. Okay. Getting in for something. Even if I feel like this game is... I probably should have moved the equipment. That was a mistake. I was still thinking about holding up Reprieve, but I'm not actually doing that. Dear Lord. I mean, I think this guy's just gonna like slam 2 Gandalf Sanctions in a turn and kill me at some point. Because this guy's deck is like so like dirtily do nothing, just fish for cards. Like Quarrel's End, Arwen's Gift, Arwen's Gift. Oh, I really feel like they're holding up a counterspell, and therefore I can't play any of this stuff. So I'm just gonna go for it. In them for 3 a turn, holding up Reprieve. I'll just have to be good enough for now. Okay. Well, now I can play Gimli and equip this onto the other 1/1. So I'm kind of okay with this. If I don't have anything else, I will just try to slam Eomer next turn, even if I'm playing into a counter spell. Probably. Birthday Escapes. I mean, they have multiple Gandalf Sanctions. They have to. They're just digging so aggressively. So what is the count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They currently deals 8 damage. That would be 6 overrun damage if they hit this with Gandalf Sanction. So even if they cast it twice in a turn, they couldn't kill me yet. In fact, they're a bit ways off from killing. I don't know if holding up Reprieve will even do much, because they're gonna make these treasure tokens soon. They're gonna have so much like mana, they might just be able to double cast their card. What? They discarded a Palantir of Orthanc? Oh, because they might... They have 12 cards left in... Yeah, there we go. There's the sanction. Okay. See, this is what I expected. If I don't hold up the Reprieve, am I dead to a second sanction? Pretty much. So I think I am going to hold up the Reprieve. Oh, but it doesn't matter. They would just recast it. Well. Okay. So I guess I'm just dead to another sanction regardless. I mean, I didn't expect this. Maybe I should have... I don't know. Still feel like they're gonna try to kill me next turn. Maybe I played too scared this game. If I treason, they just play it again. But I still think I'm gonna make them do that. Horn of Gondor, a little late there, buddy. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Because this is gonna hit me for 12. And I'm gonna go down to 10 at least here. Okay, but they didn't go for the sanction again. Interesting. Guess they're just pushing 8 damage. I mean, I feel like this gives me an opportunity to find a way to win this. Wow, I guess they just had a lot of creatures, huh? I have 2 blockers, take 3, so no. So I basically just lose. I don't even have enough to play and activate this. Even if I did, it wouldn't save me. I guess I should have played Ymir earlier. I don't think it would have made a difference, though. The start was just too slow. It's over. I mean, they have lethal on board. Okay, I mean, no 2 drops, which isn't ideal. I can Theoden, Coral's End to give Theoden double strike. I mean, okay, my opponent mulligans. My opponent also has an aggressive start. Okay, well, I can kill that 2-1. Slows them down because it's only doing turn 2. Don't like seeing that. Okay. I like this. So I think I Theoden this turn, and then next turn I rally and just give stuff double strike. He's gonna get in for a treasure and 2 damage. Actually, maybe I Coral's End if I miss a land, just to sort of keep things going well. Because I really do want to meet my land drop so I can start like slamming equipment on these double strike. Okay, things are getting a bit scary. I don't like that. Because he can use that. Well, no, because he'd have to have 6 mana in order to get this to 3 power if I don't block with that. So I think I just need blockers here. We double block there, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm just going to pass my turn. I mean, they're out of cards, so if I can sort of weather the storm here, I'll end up winning. I just need them to draw some lands. That enables them to loot, unfortunately. Right now, I'm looking like I can Quarrel's End and then equip Theoden in order to have a 4-power double strike, which can start putting the pressure back on them. I will happily block this. They'll lose my 2/1/1s to that. Happily, I will do it. Oh, no I won't, because then he'll kill Theoden with the pump because he used the Horadrim on this. So I'm forced to take, okay. I didn't notice what he was doing there for a second. Fortunately, Shadowfax doesn't have anything to bring out. So I'm gonna get rid of my other Dunedain Blade. That same trick won't work next turn because now it has 4 toughness. I can even move this equipment onto a 1/1 to have some better blocks. The problem is I don't actually have a human to play out next turn to do the double strike thing again. My opponent doesn't know that. Horn of Gondor next turn would be incredible, by the way. I think I'm okay with losing Theoden here. I don't actually have the humans in hand, and this wastes their entire turn. If I draw Horn of Gondor, I'll be sad, but it is what it is. Right now, I'm just going to try to get value by moving this Dunedain Blade around. Oh, I should have played out Gimli first in case they block to get an extra damage. I don't think they're going to trade, though. This is why I was thinking about cutting Shadowfax, though, so I don't actually have very many targets to bring out for it. Like, this would be so much better right now if it was the Smaug Saga. I think I am going to make that swap after this game. You know, I'll trade my 1/1 for your 2/2. Okay. Maybe I just should have attacked with the 4/4. Yeah, I think I'm being stupid trying to get value here. I think that was a mistake. I mean, the problem is they could just double block and they just lose it 2/2. It's just very awkward. I mean, I will trade this for Bilbo. give me something I can bring out with Shadowfax. That is another land. I'm gonna play this and use it as a 4/4 blocker. Feels bad. Hits me for 5 though. Oh my god, it hits me for 6. Maybe I should have slammed in for an extra 4 and pressured. Oh, okay, so I'm pretty much screwed. Because I can't even take this off to make it... No, because I actually can block this next turn because he's forced to give it +1. Boy, I sure wish I hadn't drawn so many lands. So if he plays another creature, I lose because he can put the buff on that. But if I move this, I'm forced to chump and then I have nothing to deal with this. I'm just going to hope he doesn't find a creature. Okay, he didn't. Wow. So any instant or sorcery and I lose. Okay. Okay. Odd. I think I could have won that last game though. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is the sort of opening I want to be getting. Okay. Being aggressive. So this just keeps it tapped down. Don't think I want this Esquire. I'll just move this over here to unlock the attack. And I'm just continuing to beat down, and the fact this taps it, but if they play an enchantment or artifact, I can still sack it to get rid of it. Which could come into play later. Okay, so they found their third color. Maybe black is a splash and they're red-blue? Kind of what it's looking like. Land would be amazing. There we go. I just swing. Like what, you're gonna trigger 3/3 for my 1/1? Okay. Take 6. This is more what I expected the games to look like. Not these weird games where I don't start playing stuff until turns 3 and 4. I mean, right now it looks like I win. Oh man, maybe I should have sacked the... No, that doesn't do anything for them. I win. Because I just put this on here. And now if they block this, I mean, it's just lethal. Okay. See, this is more what I thought the games were gonna look like. Okay. Horn of Gondor and no other creatures. I'm gonna keep it, because it is Horn of Gondor. I suppose I can always reprieve something turn 2. Do I want to reprieve or Dunedain? They're blue, they might just pass their turn. I'm gonna Dunedain. Like, the odds of him not playing a creature this turn are like non-trivial. Okay, so maybe I should have kept reprieve, I don't know. I mean, the problem is if they remove this 1/1, I'm in bad shape. Good news is they're probably not in a position to be the beatdown. So even if they remove this 1/1, I might be able to just recover later on if they're just some sort of control deck that doesn't have artifact removal. Because my inevitable game plan is much stronger than theirs. I just make an infinite number of 1/1s. Probably going to cycle the Eagles next turn so we can get closer to being able to activate the Horn while also playing a creature, because that might be what I need to do in order to get an activation off that actually makes creatures and isn't just met with instant speed removal. That's scary. It means they're going to start putting pressure on me. But it means they probably can't remove the 1/1. Oh, actually, no, they have 2 mana. I have to remember that. Because no, they don't have 2 mana. Okay, excellent. They probably can't remove the 1/1 in response to an activation. But I'd much rather play this than activate it. But I do want to cycle this. They both make 1/1/1. I'd actually Hobbit Sting, but no. I don't know how good Reprieve is. I don't think, because like their scariest creatures can be a 2/1, so Reprieve is probably better than the Banish. I'm not gonna attack, but I will take the trade if they attack with the 2/1. Especially now that I have this Protector of Gondor, I can actually generate a reasonable number of creatures. I thought this was safe because of my Horn of Gondor, but I'm happy with this. Okay. Go to Westfield and then remove the 2/1. Or I could just make 2 creatures. I think I just have to make 2 creatures. And then probably not block with anything this turn, so I can get 3 1/1s next turn. And hope I draw into a land so I can make 3 1/1s, play the Hobbit Sting, kill the scary 2/1, and then hopefully stabilize without having taken too much damage from their instant sorceries. I mean, the 3/3 can block something. I'm not going to try to trade the 1/1 for the 2/1. I do want to try to get 3 1/1s here. Okay. Pretty good for them. They get the chip in for 2 if they make the 2/1 the Ring Bearer, yeah. I did get a land. I could Westfold Rider and activate the Horn. But I think this 2-1 has gotten too scary. Okay, excellent. So I have this for next turn. So I'm going to... No, I might need this if they have the enchantment. So I'm going to ditch the reprieve. And I'm going to Hobbit Sting this. And I'm feeling much better now. I'm feeling so much better to the point I'm actually going to attack with the 3/3. Because next turn I can rally and then activate the horn. I mean, I could also activate the horn and then rally to have 6 that can all attack, but I think I'd much rather have 8 and only have 4 able to attack. It's also much better against like an instant speed removal effect. Yeah, and they got nothing. Okay, so this is looking really good for me. I think I'm about to start snowballing with these 1/1s, unless they have like a board clear. Oh, I should have equipped the blade and attacked to the 1/1 token. I mean, sorts of small mistakes really matter. I just missed 3 damage. That was really not good. The good news is I can make 6 1/1s next turn. And if they have that enchantment thing, firing inscription or whatever, I can just immediately remove it. And it does seem like that's the sort of game plan they're on. And they don't have a ton of sorceries and instants for Gandalf's Sanction. They can't just kill me. I'm at a relatively healthy life total. This is all looking good. Spiteful Banditry is really bad for me. Right, they just wipe the board. To the point where I think I am actually just going to sandbag this in my hand just in case the worst should come to pass. Okay. That's really good. They're using these things as removals instead of using them to kill me. They're just going to get it back in a mass too. Put it back on top. No. Oh. I'm going to activate this horn. I'm just going to keep these cards in my hands. Like, I'm making enough creatures. They would rather have an island than 3 cards. That's mildly concerning. Because one would think they'd be desperate to dig for answers. Which makes me think they might already have an answer. So right now they're currently dead. I should have done that on my turn. They would have been dead anyways. Okay. Phew! Okay. Oh no. I feel like this is where I lose, but I'm gonna keep this. If I draw any land, I have a play on turn 3, and on turn 4, even if I draw nothing but mountains. Single plains unlocks everything. I'm gonna keep it. Even if even my gut is telling me this is it. This is the end of the run right here. Oh boy. Okay. One more turn to draw a land. Any land. Oh, don't end this really cool deck like this, please. Please, game. Come on, just give me lands. Oh, you have your rally on turn 2, cool. Lands. Lands. Oh, God. Yeah, this is it. I mean, they're red-white, and I can't play any cards. Okay. I mean, I think that just missing that turn, I'm just going to be constantly on the back foot, but we'll see. If I keep drawing lands, maybe I can do something. If I draw plains, I can Westfold and Hobbit Sting. I really want to just Hobbit Sting that before he's able to activate it. But no. Reprieve? Okay. It's really bad for me. It's the sort of card that's really good when you're ahead like my opponent is. That is, I mean, that's just game right there. I can't see how I could come back from this. Being so conservative. Take the 5. Still no land. I'm never casting Reprieve. I mean, I'm lucky in that my opponent chose not to be as aggressive as they could have been, but I still don't see how I recover. If I top deck Rally Up the Hornburg into Hobbit Sting and my opponent has nothing but lands, maybe then I could recover. I do like all these small, easily blocked creatures my opponent's playing. Any removal and I'm done for. They're hovering over my creatures, so yeah. That's 7 damage that I... Am I forced to chump? If I block here, that's 7... 7, 10. I'm effectively forced to chomp, or else I'm just dead the next turn. Oh boy. So... Hobbit Sting and the Rider. Hobbit Sting this so he can't make it 3 damage, and I see something to chump that, then I have 3, 6, and I'm dead. So yeah, so I just lose. Wow. That's pretty miserable way to end this deck's run. Ugh. Well, 4 wins. I mean, 4 wins isn't bad, right? I got pretty much my entire cost of entry back, so I guess it's pretty okay.